guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Rhesus Factor. I know this is one uncommon thing which we don't really, most of us have heard about it, but we don't really understand what this exactly means. Everyone is focused on blood group, genotype of AA and ES and SS as the only factor that can affect partners and childbearing. But we've overlooked another factor, which is rhesus factor. And this rhesus factor have been the cause of many complications in childbirth and child delivery. And we would have no idea. We'll be thinking what could have gone wrong. So today we are going to discuss about it. Rhesus factor is a type of protein that is found on the surface of the red blood cells of most people. Not everyone has this rhesus factor. So it is a type of antigen that triggers an immune response. Yes, so some people are rhesus positive or rhesus negative. Rhesus positive means that they have this rhesus factor on the surface of their red blood cells, while rhesus negative means that they do not have this protein on their red blood cells surface. Yes, that's just it. So why did I say this rhesus factor is important? Rhesus factor is important in two cases, in the case of blood transfusion and in pregnant women. In the case of blood transfusion, if you are rhesus negative, it can have a bad effect on you if someone whose blood is rhesus positive gives you blood, because that's the person's blood bringing a different antigen that your body does not recognize. So your body's immune system will trigger a response to react to that blood. Yes. Why what we are going to discuss about today is the effect of or the importance of these rhesus factors in pregnant women. Yes. So this rhesus factor now in a positive woman, it does not have any effects. Like if a woman is rhesus positive, there's no issue. But where the issue lies is if a woman is rhesus negative. Now, how would this be an issue? This would be an issue because if a woman is rhesus negative and she conceives a child that is rhesus positive, that's where an issue will be, because you know that during pregnancy, the mother's blood and the child's blood probably mix up. And so if the baby is rhesus positive and the mother is rhesus negative, and in a case where the blood mix up, the mother's immune system will recognize the baby's red blood cells as dangerous, like this is like an unfamiliar or a dangerous thing in the cells. So to trigger a response that will fight against the red blood cells of the baby, I know what that means. It can cause, okay, let's not go into that now. Let's still talk about it. So the severe complications can arise if a woman is rhesus negative and her baby is rhesus positive, because the woman's immune system would trigger a response to fight the red blood cells of the baby, which during the pregnancy it can even lead to miscarriage. Or if the baby is giving birth, it can lead to severe anemia, blood loss, it can lead to jaundice and a whole lot of other complications. So what do we do to avoid all of this? Because most times, especially in Nigeria, things like this happening, we would say it's village people, we would term it as spiritual stuff, while most of these things can be due to the ignorance or the lack of knowledge. That, like they say, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So what do we do to avoid cases like this? In a case where a woman is rhesus negative during during pregnancy, let's say 28 weeks of pregnancy, yes, she's to receive an injection. The name of the injection is Rogam injection. This injection will help her body, will stop her body from producing an antibody that will fight off any, maybe in the future case where she has a rhesus positive baby. So giving this injection on time will stop her body from producing an antibody against it. This can also be given 72 hours, within 72 hours of delivery, to also prevent the mother's blood from mixing with the baby's blood, because once it's mixed, her immune system will produce that antibody. So it can also be given after 72, within 72 hours of delivery, so that her body will not produce that antibody in case of future pregnancies. So those are the two main reasons why it should be given and how it can be resolved. It can also be given after a miscarriage or an abortion. And why is this so? Because after a miscarriage or an abortion, baby's blood will still remains in the mother's womb. So to avoid the mixing up of the blood and the mother's blood forming an antigen, the injection has to be given to prevent any future complications with another childbirth. So the main thing that should be given is a ROGAM injection. And this ROGAM injection is only given to a woman who is Rhesus negative. A woman who is Rhesus positive does not have any issue and does not have any business or relationship with a ROGAM injection. And also in the case of blood transfusion, before the blood is being transfused, apart from checking for the compatibility of the blood group of the AA, AB, O positive and all of that, they also have to check the Rhesus factor of both the donor and the recipient to avoid complications. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Love you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye.